welcome back. Now we're going to send it to Patrick Mirch, who has this week's Baker Sports. Patrick?
Thanks, Alex. Welcome to this week's edition of Baker Sports. I'm your host, Patrick Mirch, and let's get things started off with track and field, where the track and field teams competed in the KU Relays on April 20th through the 23rd. On the men's side, the men's 4x-mile team consisting of sophomores Aaron Caldwell, Taylor Nall, Eric Larson, and junior Justin Hill placed third and set a school record with a time of 18:07. Also in the men's hammer throw, senior Jason Robbs finished third with a throw of 57.8 meters. On the women's side, 2 athletes were named HAC Athletes of the Week. The track athlete of the week is freshman Megan Rosa. Rosa's performance at the KU Relays in the 10,000 meter race with a 10th place finish with a time of 38:31. Rosa is now the Baker record holder in the event. The field athlete of the week was senior Aubrey Gustin, and Gustin had finished 5th at the KU Relays in javelin with a mark of 44.74 meters, and she is now the all-time leader in Baker history for the women's javelin. The track teams will be back in action on Saturday, April 30th, when they compete in the Baker Open Relays in Baldwin City. The softball team has been dominant as of late. The softball team defeated Division II opponent Washburn University in Topeka on April 20th in a doubleheader by a score of 3-0 in both games. Then on April 22nd, the Wildcats faced Bellevue College in Baldwin and won both games by a score of 3-1. The softball team set a school record with the most wins in a season with a record of 30-18 overall and a HAC record of 13-7. Aaron Greenwood has been great pitching-wise with 8 wins and a 2.09 ERA. And Maggie Holmberg has been great as well with a record of 12-4 from the circle. Offensively, Brooke Allen has a .418 batting average and a .660 slugging percentage. The softball team will be gearing up for the HAC playoffs starting Friday, April 29th. The baseball season has come to an end for the Baker Baseball Wildcats. The Wildcats finished their season splitting a home-and-home series with Graceland University, going 1-1 at home and 1-1 in Lamone, Iowa. In Baldwin City, the Cats won their first game 6-1, but dropped the second game by a score of 0-11. In Iowa, the Wildcats lost the first game 6-4, but finished the season with a win with a 3-0 victory. The Wildcats ended the season with a 19-22 overall record and 12-16 in the HAC. This does it for this week's edition of Baker Sports. I'm Patrick Mirch. Back to you, Alex.
Thanks, Patrick. This wraps up this week's episode of Orangeline. I'm your host, Alix. We'll see you next week.